Okay, I'm joined by my colleague Sabyasachi, and Rene Abraham continues to join me. These are the direct visuals that are coming in from Baramati. Uh, the entire family has come there. A lot of supporters are there. Uh, Let me straight away go to Sabyasachi. Sabyasachi, there's an update on the breaking news that is coming on this story.
The AIB is going to investigate the entire matter now. The AIB and the DGCA, they have recovered the black box from the area. Now, whether it was because of technical snag or whether it was because of poor visibility will be cleared only after the investigation. But the eyewitnesses that were present at the spot, they in fact tell that the aircraft were descending in a manner that it will crash, and the eyewitnesses said that it crashed and the impact was quite serious, as if the aircraft did hit a rocky surface. So whether it crashed before the runway or because of overshooting will be clear once the investigation is over, but the AIB officials will very soon reach the crash site.
Rene, when we, I know this becomes a very tricky, this becomes a very sensitive issue, when we discuss crash that happened, because it takes years for the report to eventually conclude what has happened. But the bottom line is that the 5 people have lost life. It's not the first time that crash has happened in this country. From YSR Reddy to Bala Yogi, a lot of crashes have taken place, a lot of VVIPs, Madhur Rao Scindia. Rene.
You're right. You're right, Karthik. In fact, there have been a lot of political demises reported, whether it's in flight, whether it's by road accidents, which always had raised a particular, thought about was all well and was it, genuinely an accident. And what happens is generally in an air crash, like we saw this in Ahmedabad, immediately after the crash, there was a conscious effort to kind of point it and blame it upon the pilots. I think our earlier panelists misunderstood what we were saying. We were actually trying to say that that was being bandied about unnecessarily, that it was pilot error. And finally, which has been borne out, it was not pilot error per se, as the root cause analysis data through a deep dive investigation subsequently revealed. So in our country, we need to be having a little more open kind of channel discussions. Like the first things that need to happen is, like as I cited to you about the communication between the pilot and the authorities of ATC, right after that, we saw that there was an emergency, a mayday that was cited by the pilot of the ill-fated Learjet that crashed in Baramati today. So data being shared concurrently and transparently would help to avoid these kind of doubts, rising in the minds of people who are listening in, watching developments going on, and it would help a lot in building credibility. But we must understand one thing, Karthik, whether it was the Boeing or the Ahmedabad crash, there are huge players in the world market who are impacted tremendously by any kind of error being cited to their machinery. So that is one big reason why we tend to see all this kind of miscommunication and misinformation being bandied about in the immediate aftermath of such public crashes. And yes, on the political side too, as you pointed out, very many senior leaders have had ill-fated airplane experiences that ended in their demise. And that's not limited to India. I mean, it was very clear, like in Pakistan, it was very clearly said about the Pakistani president Zia-ul Haq, who had a plane crash, and there was always an undercurrent about a political assassination that was happening. So these are things that only transparency and a clear sharing of data of investigations could help alleviate. But there you are, over here it seems like an ill-fated accident that took place. We'll have to wait for the root cause analysis to come in to give more clarity on
These are the direct visuals that are coming from the spot. These are the direct visuals that are coming from the spot. These are the visuals that are coming from the hospital. The other visuals had come from the spot. Direct visuals that are coming in from the spot. Direct. In a few moments, we'll also be joined by another expert who would tell us as to what had gone wrong with the aircraft. Let me take you through some of the VVIP crashes that have taken place in India. Now, it's not the first time that the VVIP crashes have taken, the VVIP crash has taken place. India has witnessed a lot of VVIP crashes, lot of VVIP crashes. Ajit Pawar is one case. But if we look at the crashes, Dorji Khandu, YSR Reddy, Balayogi, General Bipin Rawat, Sanjay Gandhi, Madharao Sindhya, lot of VVIP crashes have taken place in this country. Dorji Khandu, Arunachal Pradesh Chief Minister, he passed away in Tawang. O.P. Jindal and Surendra Singh, their helicopter crashed somehow, there was a rotor issue. Sangma, Sri Sangma, he also, he had to suffer the crash. Mr. Balayogi, Madharao Sindhya, he was traveling to Kanpur. Journalists were with him when he passed away. Dera Natung, Education Minister, he passed away. I'm also joined by Captain Prashant Dhalla, former Flight Operations Inspector, DGCA. Mr. Dhalla, thank you so much for joining me. I want your opening comments, you are looking at the picture. I'm sure that you have gone through the websites. Let me just have a plain, unadulterated opening comments from you on this issue of crash and what you make of it, sir. I'm not asking you any question.
Mr. Karthike, it is very unfortunate. The country is witnessing yet another aircraft accident, and a person of a stature of Honorable Deputy CM Ajit Pawar, it is really devastating. However, in terms of the this particular aircraft, it's a Learjet 45, very prevalent in Indian skies. The operator is also having a fleet of similar kind of aircrafts. The pilot is very experienced. He's having more than 8,000 hours, and so is the accompanying lady co-pilot with the crew set. However, for the viewers, what the preliminary report is coming out in terms of this particular accident is something related to the visibility aspect. As what my sources say is that the pilot attempted a second approach, and he could not land in the first approach. It was a missed approach due to various factors. It can be technical, it can be human, it can be weather related, low visibility being one of the causing factors. It can be a disorientation. That is too premature to say at this juncture. However, the Baramati Airport has runway 11 and 29 in alignment, and it is commonly used by various flying clubs also. It is very unfortunate to see such scenes, the visuals getting displayed on your channel.
Flight did not crash in the first attempt. It was the second attempt. Secondly, it made a mayday call, sir. Thirdly, it couldn't reach the runway. Fourth, it had completed 90% of its trip. Fifth, it was a twin engine jet. So what sort of a problem, technical problem, that this aircraft could have encountered, sir?
You see, this particular Learjet aircraft has various systems. If you want to break it down for your viewers, it can be a problem in the engine, it can be a problem in the flight controls, the electronics, the hydraulics. It is coupled with various other factors. Like I said, it is too premature to say, and you very rightly mentioned these primary points, that the flight was getting concluded. It was the second approach, like I had mentioned. I primarily suspect radiation fog. Radiation fog is a phenomena wherein the surface, in this case the runway, would have a thick layer of fog, surrounded. gets developed over the night. It is a common phenomena. Pilots are trained for this. Three major points which we need to understand is, was the runway certified for this low visibility approach? Was the aircraft having all the technical compliances for this to carry out this low visibility approach? And third, the pilot, was he trained to carry out this approach? These three things are very important, which the investigators, the regulator will look into. Having said that, it is very necessary to find out the CVR and